Hi guys, thanks for tuning in for segment 4 of Smacktalk. I'm Shawn Adams.
I'm Tony Gaglione.
Today for segment 4, we're going to top our top 5 as we like to end the show.
Definitely.
We're going to do our top 5 fantasy sleepers for fantasy football this year. If you guys don't know, everyone plays fantasy football. Everyone. Your coworkers play it. Your wife plays it when you're gone at work. You're lying. Yeah, you should also look at fantasy soccer.
I play fantasy baseball. I play fantasy hockey. I play fantasy soccer. I play fantasy basketball.
Yeah, you'll see people who play fantasy.
If we have
football.
Fantasy golf, I play it too.
Yeah, if
they
you
probably
see
do have fantasy golf.
Yeah, you'll see people who you think have no interest in football, but they're all of a sudden they're like, "Yeah, go! Why are you cheering for this team?"
You know what? Fantasy is. I mean, it's strategy, but it's a lot of luck of the draw. I mean, I guarantee you, my lady could probably beat most of you in fantasy.
Yeah,
because it's all luck.
Yeah, it's all luck. So, top 5 fantasy sleepers. I'm gonna start out with my number 5. I'm a homer. My number 5 is Le'Veon Bell, the rookie running back drafted by Pittsburgh. They just got rid of Rashard Mendenhall, and with Jonathan Dwyer and Isaac Redmond, they had a chance last year to show that they were starters, and they didn't. And so Le'Veon Bell had 1,900 yards rushing with a horrible offensive line at Michigan State. And one thing the Steelers do better than anyone else is run block. The problem is they don't have a running back, and they're forced to pass it, and Roethlisberger gets sacked. So I'm going to say Le'Veon Bell, draft him. You'll probably get him 4th or 5th round.
Probably
nobody will know what you're doing, but I guarantee you he's going to be breaking out. You're going to be starting.
Yeah, be prepared for the smack talk on your chat board when you draft him.
Yeah.
Also, be prepared for the smack talk when you draft Julian Edelman, the wide receiver from New England, because he's taking over Wes Welker's spot in the slot.
Yeah,
so, as
Tom Brady's
quarterback. If you've watched the New England Patriots in the last 5-10 years, you know Wes Welker was the heart and soul of the offense.
Yes, he was, yeah.
I mean, Tom Brady, yes, he's throwing the ball. Wes Welker caught at least 80% of them.
Yeah. One thing, they signed Laurent Robinson of St. Louis to fill that spot, but I think with Julian Edelman being familiar with the system, he'll probably
he'll play the slot.
Yeah.
He'll take over Welker's spot. I mean, it's a no-brainer as far as I'm concerned.
You would think Tony's
a genius.
You would think Tony's a New England fan because his number 4 is also a New England.
LeGarrette Blount, number 4. The reason why I say that is because New England hasn't had a running back worth a darn.
Yeah, they got rid of
God knows how long.
Yeah,
the law firm.
Yeah,
and Danny Woodhead, who was smaller than I am.
Yeah,
he went to San Diego. Where I mean, I hope that the kid does well, but I'm not sure he's going to.
Yeah.
But LeGarrette Blount, he's tough, he's strong, he can power through the line, and they have a great offensive line.
Yeah.
So, I mean, like Denver with Shanahan.
Yeah, definitely.
When you have a line, you can put anybody behind there.
Yeah, that's right, and run for 1,000 yards. My number 4 is Colby Fleener, the tight end from Indianapolis. His college quarterback, Andrew Luck, is his pro quarterback. He's got an offensive coordinator that's familiar with him now, Pep Hamilton from Stanford. You're going to have that. They're going to run that 2 tight end set, and the Patriots did so much damage in the NFL with the 2 tight end set. They don't have that anymore, obviously. But I think Colby Fleener is a tight end. Yeah, they will. But I think Colby Fleener at Indianapolis is going to be a breakout star. I think this is when people start to find out his name. You know, when he played at Stanford, nobody knew who he was because Andrew Luck was the number 1 draft pick.
Sure.
You know, but now that of course, Luck's going to get all the headlines, but Colby Fleener is going to He's going to revolutionize what tight ends do because he's athletic. He's like Heath Miller with speed. Heath Miller catches everything that's thrown to him. He can run block. Colby Fleener's the same way, but he's got excellent speed, so you get him one of those seam routes. He's like a bigger, better version of Dallas Clark, in my opinion. My number 3, I'm going to say this right now, Riley Cooper. As long as he stops using the N-word. I only say this because with Macklin, Jeremy Macklin's he's going to be out for the year.
Target on his back.
That's fine. That's good for him because he plays in the slot. He runs his routes. He's a good route runner, and I think he'll be eager to prove that he's a starter because Jeremy Macklin's hurt.
Yeah.
And
that's the only reason that I kind of agree with you. Just a smidge. Just because Macklin's hurt. If Macklin wasn't hurt, this guy'd be nowhere on anybody's board.
I know, but the thing is, with Macklin hurt, he's going to be one of those names that's down there 6th, 7th round. Nobody saw it. You pick him up. One of your guys is on a bye week. You put him in there. Guarantee you he's going to get you 10 points.
Here's the best thing you do. We'll go back into this. I'm going to get my number 3 in 1 sec. But the best fantasy league you can play in is a dynasty league. This is what I do right now. where you keep the same team and you let go of about 10 players. You have a rookie draft where you only draft rookies, players, and you have a taxi squad.
Yeah.
For me, Riley Cooper would be a guy that I have on my taxi squad.
Yeah.
Where if a James Jones or Deshaun Jackson or somebody gets hurt, I'm going to insert him in a lineup.
Yeah.
Especially Deshaun Jackson, because then he'd be the only wide receiver in Philly.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
My number 3 is Reggie Bush. Shawn does not call him a sleeper.
No.
I do. Because
former Heisman Trophy champion.
But you're not gonna draft Reggie Bush in anywhere from the 1st to 5th round.
Well, I mean, the dumb people might. The people that know nothing about.
So that makes him a sleeper.
Okay.
You're not.
He's a good pickup for Detroit with their offense.
He's a great pickup for Detroit. Who's the last person about his size and running back that was in Detroit? Barry Sanders.
Jahavid Best,
the greatest running back of all time. Barry Sanders.
Yes.
My number 2 is James Jones from the Green Bay Packers, wide receiver.
Yeah, I agree with you on that because Greg Jennings is gone now, and Aaron Rodgers is still very familiar, and it's time for James Jones to step up.
He's got to step up, and if he doesn't step up, he'll be out of there.
Yeah.
Same with Jordy Nelson.
Yeah.
Excuse me. He had a great year 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Jordy did.
Yeah.
Then last year he kind of fell off. I don't know why he fell off. Maybe a couple years ago was a fluke, or maybe Greg Jennings got most of the touches. But
I think one of the things about James Jones is that now that Jennings is gone and Randall Cobb, the returner, is going to be playing the slot, Jordy Nelson will move out as number 2. I think that's going to garner a lot of attention because you've got 2 small, quick guys that are going to garner a lot of attention. James Jones has the build of a number 1 receiver.
Yeah,
he has that build. The only reason he wasn't is because Greg Jennings there, and he doesn't really fit the slot mold as well. My number 2, and I hate the 49ers, but I'm going to say this. LaMichael James came out of Oregon. No. He's a running back. Frank Gore, his career is coming down. He's getting old. I know they have Kendall Hunter, but I think this is the year of LaMichael James. I think they garnish all that attention on Colin Kaepernick and Vernon Davis.
Look, if he's a punt returner, kick returner, then maybe. Because you know why? Because I had Devin Hester a few years ago when he was a punt and kick returner. I had him. And guess what? He scored a ton of points.
Yeah.
He returned. He set the record, single season record for returns.
I'm gonna say like
Michael James. That was my point.
I guarantee you, 6th
not
round,
a wide receiver.
LaMichael James is still there.
He's a 3rd down back.
You think that? I'm telling you, injuries happen. LaMichael James, pick him up 6th, 7th round, 5th round, whatever you got to do. If you need a running back and you're looking for names, click 49ers on your little browser. Go to LaMichael James. Guarantee you.
Go to your number 1 because my number 1 is going to take a minute, and I know we're going to argue.
Yeah, your number 1 is. My number 1 is going to be Golden Tate, wide receiver,
I like Golden
Seattle.
Tate. I have Golden Tate.
With Russell Wilson as their quarterback, that was the best move they made. Golden Tate came out of Notre Dame. This kid has speed. He has speed. He doesn't have the size, but he has hands, man. He has hands.
Yeah, he caught the non-Hail Mary with the Green Bay Packers.
It's breakout year for Golden Tate. I'm telling you.
Golden Tate, a breakout year last year.
Golden Tate, right now, I'm going to say it right now, top 10 receiving yards this year.
No.
Yeah. He'll have at least 100 catches. At least.
If Russell Westbrook, or Wilson, whatever his name is, excuse me, runs the ball every 2 seconds like he does. Yes, that's all he does. I hate the running quarterback. That's all they do is they drop back to the 7-step drop and they say, ooh, this guy's open, but I can see the 10 yards in front of me, so I'm going to take off. I'm a selfish player.
I think I'm a selfish player. Smarter than that. Golden Tate, breakout season.
Colin Kaepernick, Russell Wilson, Cam Newton, selfish players.
Okay.
Michael Vick, selfish player. Hate it.
Okay, let's move on to your number 1 so we can argue about this.
Good. Martellus Bennett, tight end, Chicago Bears. I'm a homer. This is what I got to say. New offensive coordinator from the Saints. Mark Trestman loves to pass the ball.
Yeah.
Loves to extend it. 7-step drops. He's going to extend it all the time. Martellus Bennett is the only tight end that is athletic since Greg Olsen. And Greg Olsen was huge for the Bears when he was there.
Yeah. I won't deny he'll probably get 50 receptions, but
he's going to be Jimmy Graham with
Here's
muscle.
what I'll say. When it comes to tight ends and you're picking a tight end, this is one of the positions that, if you don't get Antonio Gonzalez or Antonio Gates, these people that people think they're good. I mean, Antonio Gonzalez is good, but Martellus Bennett will be somebody that will stay up on the board. He's going to be there. So as far as the sleeper status goes, I give you that. But I don't think points-wise he's going to get as much because out of the
Martellus Bennett last year outscored Dwayne Bowe, Darren McFadden.
What team did he play for?
The Giants.
Yeah. Who's their quarterback?
Screw Eli Manning. Are you kidding me?
That's
really?
That's what I thought.
Is Eli Manning top 10?
Yes.
No friggin' way.
How many Super Bowls has
There
he
is
won?
no. I don't care. That's the
two
entire
Super Bowls?
team. Are you the entire team? If you play one person, is there an I in team?
I think he won 2 Super Bowls.
He did not win 2 Super Bowls.
You don't remember the catch? The throw
David Tyree.
Yeah,
over his head.
Who threw him the ball?
That's great.
Who shrugged off?
Who caught the ball?
Who shrugged off 3
No,
defenders?
screw that.
Okay,
I'm sorry. You're not going to give me the David Tyree catch as an Eli Manning thing.
What I'm saying
that
is
was the
Jay
greatest
Cutler
throw from
is
Eli
not
Manning.
Eli Manning.
I don't care about Jay Cutler. What I'm saying is Eli Manning is not what you think he is. Eli Manning is a quarterback, and he's a product of a system. And that's it.
2-time Super Bowl winning champion.
He got very lucky in both of those Super Bowls. Remember that Mario Manningham catch over the shoulder? I mean, he could have probably had his eyes closed.
Hey, luck, skill. Somebody's got to throw him the ball, Tony. And I'm just gonna say, Martell's Bennett.
Eli or Peyton?
I'll take Eli all day.
You're smoking.
I'll take Eli.
You were smoking. You were smoking. What is wrong with you?
Hey, I like Eli. You know me. I love me some Eli.
That's great.
I love me some Eli.
A couple years ago, we both sat on Smacktalk when we were on 1,000 mics, and we said, "Hey, playoffs didn't even start," and we said the Giants would win the Super Bowl. Why did we say that?
Because Eli Manning.
Nope, because of the front 4 and the defense. That was exactly the reason why we said it.
Okay.
Because they were going to
Eli,
attack the quarterback.
I think if we
so don't go back to what you said now.
Eli is a Super Bowl quarterback. No,
I'm sorry.
Look it up. Go to 1000mics.com/Smacktalk.
Yeah.
Go back to one of our previous broadcasts before the Super Bowl. Before play starts,
you don't need to look it up. I'm going to tell you what happened.
I told
the front 4 was the reason.
Yes, I agree with the front 4, but the fact is we said the front 4, and the fact that Eli can win the games, you don't think he can win.
I don't think that was even mentioned.
I do. I love Eli Manning, and I tell you, he's 10 times better than Jay Cutler. But I do say Martell's Bennett, your number 1, is a good pick. I wouldn't put him top.
Eli or Ben?
Ben Roethlisberger.
Oh, now you just beat over it. We're going to end this segment like that. Thank you very much.
I'm Shawn Adams.
I'm Tony Gaglione.
This is Smack Talk.